Wolverton, Minnesota, staging a big comeback in Town of the Week. In fact, the tiny town is one of the highest vote totals of the year.
Yeah, they came in 6th with this total here. They almost broke the 2,000 mark, 1,930 votes. Crystal was ahead last night, but Wolverton by this morning had a lead, and then they just kept it going right on through the day. So Wolverton will be our Town of the Week, and we have a little inside track here on Wolverton because our former weather intern, Kayla Lucky, is from Wolverton, so she helped me out with a ton of photos. Not all of these taken by her, but they had a big folder, and she gathered them up and said, we got permission to use them. So there you go. That's as Wolverton looks as you're coming down Highway 75 there in through Wilkin County. Nominated by Tammy Hassey, so she is going to be the winner of a prize pack from your Chevy Heartland dealers. Thank you very much, Tammy, for the nomination of Wolverton. Where is Wolverton? Well, it is on Highway 75 in Wilkin County, right up to the northern part here, north of Abercrombie, former Town of the Year, just south of the Clay County line, south of Comstock in Clay County right there. So that's where you will find Wolverton. Here's a nice aerial shot of Wolverton, the green bins there right along the tracks in the town, just off between that and the Red River. First settlers arrived in the year in 1878. In 1881, the town was named Miller after the postmaster. And then from 1881 to 1886, it went as Jacksville. Then the railroad arrived and they changed it to Wolverton, and I have no idea why. It did not say why they picked Wolverton, but the railroad gets what the railroad wants. 2017 population estimated at 134 in Wolverton, and there is one other Wolverton in the United States. At least that came up on the map. Pennsylvania has a Wolverton, so there are 2 in the country. Here's a look at Wolverton in 1908, that same downtown there on what it would become eventually Highway 75. And look who popped into Wolverton in 1910. None other than Theodore Roosevelt. Stopped there on the train, and lots of people turned out to see the, well, president at the time, right? President, former president, can't remember now, 1910. I think be former. Town and Country League softball champs. Kayla says everybody in town awfully proud. They've got a lot of good softball players down there, according to Kayla, and there are some flooding concerns in the Wolverton area. Matter of fact, they were doing a little sandbagging. It's just from a couple weeks ago here, so they're preparing that. There's a little stream that runs through. They've even had some summertime flooding in Wolverton. And Jess Nelson said it's the pride of Wolverton for the fire department here. So she put that picture, shared that with me there on Facebook. Wolverton School was open until 1979. For a little while, it was a restaurant about 20 years ago. I remember there was one there. And now if you live in Wolverton, you are in the Breckenridge School District. So you are a cowboy, and tomorrow at the high school anyway, it's a different lunch at the elementary school, but they're having Crispitos with cheese sauce at the Breckenridge High School. So if you want to nominate your town, you go to KVRR.com or the app, and you too, like Tammy, could win a prize from your Heartland Chevy dealer.
Every time I hear about Wolverton, I start singing Wolverton Mountain in my head. Remember that song?
I do not, but somebody else on Facebook did bring that up.
Claude King in the 60s.
Okay.
Up on Wolverton Mountain.
Yeah, we were talking about it this afternoon. Couldn't remember who sang it.
But you would know.